today is a very exciting day. I have launched the learning route, the program which we would want to see the successes that we have made through the Spark project. And it was on the 10th of July last year that we did launch this project, and this time around IFAD has mobilized about $2.5 million to continue with the program. And this program is to make sure that people with disabilities are included in each and every projects that are happening in the country, especially on the agricultural value chains.
What we are doing here is convening several parties from different countries. I think we've talked about Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, Eritrea, India, Mozambique, and of course Malawi, which is hosting this learning route. The idea is to go around. Malawi is actually becoming an anchor country where countries are coming in and actually learning from the good practices and experiences.
The DEF model is a model that puts persons with disabilities in the lead of the activities that we are doing, especially in their communities. So we train the young persons with disabilities that are working as volunteers. They're change makers, role models, they're providing trainings and the other services to persons with disabilities in the communities, by also linking them to IFAD-funded programs where they can find employment and other necessary support.
Timapangisa ma trainings, timapanga ma awareness, timapanga ma relationship building, pali zinthu zambiri timapanga ife ndi anthu aulumali. Ndeno tikakapanga nkhani ya ng'ombezi ndi zambiri zimene timachita. Nkhani yapo mpemba ko ndakhani kuphunzitsako ngati timati ma focal voice people, anthu amene tinaphunzitsa kuti akhale olankhulira anzawo amene ali ndi ulumali, kuti nawo atenge nawo gawo pa nkhani za ulimi wa mkaka.
As a country in that area, we're also showcasing the strength of the AgriLab concept. The AgriLab concept, this is a concept that promotes innovation to assist the person with disability participate across the various stages of the value chain. So we were also showcasing that using local materials in the catchment area, the person with disability, they themselves can facilitate development of innovations that will support them in participation.
was very eager to learn from the people here and to share experiences. We went to the field and I saw resilient people. I saw people with passion and who wanted to make change. And I saw that our organizations, ICFAT, Professor Life for the World, provided them the tools to actually better or empower their livelihoods.
We have learned a lot from this learning route. For example, we have learned economic empowerment of people with disability from our colleagues from India. This is also the same with those from Mozambique. Apart from this, we have appreciated how our sister program Pride has advanced with the Agri-Lab intervention.
It has been a great learning experience from the disability inclusion strategies that have been integrated in the Trade Farmsay and Pride project, and also got to know from the field visits that it is gender sensitive. They are also including women with disabilities in their programs, so which is quite an enriching experience and to learn about.
It has been an eye-opening experience.
It's been fantastic because we're not only the hosts, but we're also learning from other people. I mean, these people that we're hosting from different countries, of over 6 countries that visited Malawi to see what we are doing with the different funded programs. So I mean, it's been amazing, us showcasing what we are doing, but also getting their feedback and input, and how best we can sustain whatever we're working on. So it's been really fantastic.